Welcome back to another tutorial in the Adobe Illustrator course for beginners. In this tutorial, we're going to look at redrawing some of these icons that we have. So if you would like, you can sketch your own. So you go ahead and sketch a drawing of something and then you bring it into Illustrator and then you can redraw it using Illustrator. So I'm just going to do 2 of these and then I'll leave the other ones as an assignment for you to practice with. So let's go ahead and start. So the first one we're going to do to redraw is this one. So first thing is, with the layers property selected, I'm going to lock this layer. So I'll click on here, and by doing so, I won't be able to move this around. So it will no way affect any work that I'll do. Then I'll come here, add a new layer. And then in this new layer, you can actually choose to name your layers. So this one will be icons. Then this will be the final product. Just add. So you can choose to name your layers like so, but ensure that the one with the icons over you sketch is locked. And then now we can go ahead and start with redrawing. So I'll start with this. So I'll hold down Alt and zoom in with the spacebar to have this, and then I can bring this in so I can be able to see it. Now from here you can see some of the elements that are going to be required. You will need mostly we're going to use a pen tool, but you can see there are other shapes that we're going to use as you're drawing this out. So first I'm going to select the ellipsis tool, hold down Shift and Alt and then click and drag it out. So holding down Shift and Alt allows me to do this from the middle. Just delete that. So with this centered here, Shift and Alt, I can drag this circle from the middle like so. So properties, I'll select a stroke color but remove the fill color like so. So we've created that. So in order for this to cover the whole width, what I'll do is I'll come to the stroke and increase it. That looks perfect. Let's change the color. Looks much better. So let's design these little things in here. So you can you can choose the pen tool, the line segment tool, or the rounded rectangle tool. So for me, I'll opt to use the rounded rectangle tool, but this is where it comes. In order to redraw something, there's a lot of details that goes into it, a lot of work, and you have to be keen on doing it. So I'm going to zoom in, use the space bar to bring up the hand tool, and then you can see I can use the rounded rectangle for this. So like that, just click and drag. I'm going to reduce the stroke. So we have something like this. Let's add the fill color to it. Looks much better. I think I can reduce it. So yeah, we're left with something that looks like that. Now I hold this, rotate it, let's move it here. Then I'm going to resize it until it's almost a perfect fit. So that looks perfect for me. If you want, you can continue making it, enlarging it, modifying its size, just to get the details perfect. But this is good to go. Now, instead of having to repeat that for each and every, and you can see we have a lot of them around. So what I'll do is I'll just select this, hold on the Alt key, Then select this, hold on the Alt key, then just click and drag. And by doing that, I'm duplicating this. Like so. So now I can come just here, and all I'll be needed to do is will be to click and rotate it, then set it in place. Like so. The same with this one. Just rotate. Again, you need to be really keen with it. It's the minor details that really matter. You want it to look as real as possible. Let's go here. Let's rotate this. There we go. Again, be really keen. Make sure it fits perfectly. There we go. So then I'll hold down the Alt key and proceed to duplicate it. So hand key. That is the space bar. If you hold on the space bar, it activates the hand tool and you're able to move it around. So Alt again, and then you can click and drag to duplicate it. So that all that we're left to do is to just rotate them and ensure that they fit perfectly. Perfect. Again, I'm holding down the Alt key to just click and drag, and it will duplicate it. Then hold on the space bar, and it will allow you to move the page around. There we go. Then hold on the Alt key again. Let's just duplicate this over here, and again just one more, and now we can finish up on this. So I'll just rotate them a little bit, bring it down over here. I'm just trying to make sure that it fits. It can seem like a bit of tedious work, but it will be so fulfilling at the end once you see the end product that you'll be left with. So as you can see, let me just scroll up. We've created them, and if you were working with it at this size, you see I cannot edit them from this size. It's too small for me to get any details in. That's why you hold down the Alt key and zoom in, hold down your space bar. So zoom out a little bit, and you can see the detailed work we've done around here. So again, I'll just use the same rounded rectangle tool to create these two lines over here. So just click and drag. Again, just click and drag. Just move them around. That looks perfect. And now we have the finished product looking like this. So I feel like I should make this a little bit thicker, so I'll just add to it. Perfect. And now what I'll do is scroll up a little bit, then select all of this. So make sure this is selected, everything within this circle is selected. Then come to object and group. That will make sure that as you're editing, doesn't distort this at all. So Control Z. So I'm working with them as a group, and now I can move on to designing the other parts. Now for the rest of this watch, I'm choosing to use the pen tool to show you how easy it is to use the pen tool in your designs. So let's first start off with this part. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, make it larger so you're able to work with the curves around here and as well as here. So come over here, select the pen tool, and then let's start. So you can see the curve starts from around here. Then just to reduce the stroke, like that, and then the curves end around here. So I'll just click and hold and then drag this out, drag these handlebars out to create that curve. Perfect. So come back from there to here. So this is where the other curve starts and it ends around here. Again, click, hold, and drag this out. So back to the anchor point over here, and then click and drag. There's a slight curve around here. This is a slight curve. This is tricky, and we're done. So just deselect it so we'll be able to create this bite. And now you can give it a fill color. So I'll just select it. Let's give it a. Let's use this color. So yeah, I'm going to make it, leave it at that, or we can actually make it a deep brown. Let's just use totally different colors. That's much better. I'm still in the eyedropper tool. So do that. Back to the selection tool, pencil, and you can see we created that part. Now let's move on to other parts of the watch. Let's recreate this part over here. Again, using the pen tool, I'll deselect this. Start from over here, and then all the way to over here, and then we're going to just click and hold, click and hold. Okay, now as you can see, this is gotten out of hand and I can see where I'm going at. So what he'll do is come back over here, out, zoom out, let's move this. We're going to delete that selection, delete that as well. So you zoom in, but make sure you're not too zoomed into it so that you can get an allowance of space as you're working. So let's try this again. You can see this time I have much more space than I did at the beginning. So let's try that again. There we go, and that's the perfect curve. Release it, and then I'll just come back to the anchor point. Let's remove fill color, and then add a stroke. Let's reduce the size. There we go. Come back over here, and then we have a curve, so I'll just click and drag, click and drag like so. That's a straight line. Have a curve over here, click, form that curve. Come back to the anchor point, and then we're going to connect this, and we've created that little shape. That's our final product, so I'll select it. Again, let's give it a fill color. Let's go with the blue now. Just using random colors to show you the difference between what we've created and what was there before. Let's remove the stroke. And that's our final product. Again, let's recreate this using the pen tool. Now, so far you've seen how easy it is to use the pen tool, and it's really flexible using the pen tool. It allows you to create shapes real fast, different shape real fast without any limitations. You can see I've completed that. Select it. Let's change the fill color. Just use the eyedropper tool and select this, and the color will change. So again, Ctrl Z. I want to change the color of this part to this. So what I'll do is I'll select that part, then click on the eyedropper tool, click on the part with the color I want, and you can see its color will change. So I'm done with the top part. Let's move down. Let's create this part again using the pen tool. Start from over here. I'll just zoom out a little bit. Start here. Click and hold. Again, you see why I zoomed out a little bit in order to create space for me to do this without having to go off page at all. Then release. That's a perfect curve. Come back here. Click. There's a curve over here, so click and hold, drag. There we go. Another one over here. Click, and as you can see, there are these lines that are popping up, the purple lines. This is known as the smart guide. It helps you know where to put your anchor points are. It helps you to estimate where you should actually put your next anchor. So you can see it's telling me this aligns with this part, this anchor point aligns with this part. So it's a really cool feature in Illustrator that helps you guide you as you do your work, especially using the pen tool. That's done. Let's close it off, and there we go. Again, I want to change the color of this, so I'll select it, eyedropper tool, select this color. Select this color, and then you can see so far so good. We left with this area only, and you can see I cannot be able to move this. Watch, it's been still the whole time. That's because we came over here and we locked it. Remember, we locked the layer. So let's finish up. Now, as you're using the pen tool, let me just delete that. So let's say you've created this point here, and then here, and then here, and then it's not perfect. You didn't follow the lines. You want to undo it. All you have to do is click delete, delete, and it will undo the progress that you've made, so that you can start afresh. Like so. As you first start out, you'll make a lot of mistakes. mistakes. A lot of things won't add up, but as you continue, you'll start seeing it make sense. So let's just add that color over here. We'll just zoom out a little bit. So we have a lot of elements here. What I'll do is I'll select all of them and then crop them. So let's just pull this over here. Now you can see what we had at the beginning and what we have created just using normal tools that we have. So this is the end product. It was a long process, yes, but you can see how fulfilling it is and how final product looks beautiful. You can go ahead and add more details in here, change the color, modify the shape. There's a lot of things you can do with Illustrator, but this is just to show you how to simply extract an image to another, how to simply copy or duplicate an image using Illustrator.